Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we got 5 days into San Francisco, comes into Philly for the NFC Championship, and they got guys getting arrested for domestic violence, allegedly. Today, we talk about that, and we take a closer look at Brock Purdy, who everybody thinks is so great.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today we got some things to get into. And I don't want to act like Brock Purdy's not good, because I do think he's good, and he is undefeated, and he's 2-0 in the playoffs. I respect that. But we going to take a closer look at him. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, help your boy out with a playoff like, subscribe, ding the bell so you know when these videos drop or when we go live. Shout out to everybody who came through yesterday and click the link in the description. It's a free app. If you sign up, we talk Eagle news behind the YouTube scenes, and we will be doing a jersey giveaway. You got to be in there to get it started. Let's get into the news. Victor Williams reported the 49ers have a serious situation on their hands as they prepare for the NFC Championship game versus Philadelphia. I don't know how serious this is, because it's a misdemeanor. It's alleged. There's been no bruises. I guess he pushed her to the ground. She called the cops. I don't know what's going to transpire out of this, but when you look at what he brings to the NFL stage for the San Francisco 49ers, is a rotational defensive end, Charles Omenihu, and I think he got like 4.5, 5 sacks on the season. I mean, it could shuffle around their D-line, which is good, but when you compare it to ours, it's not there. 70 sacks to 44. Bosa is an animal, and I think he has 18 or 20, 18 sacks, 18 and a half. That means he almost got half the sacks for the Niners. So you worry about Bosa, you double team, you chip him, and the rest will work itself out with guys like Dickerson, Kelsey, Jordan, Malata. Miles been blocking good. We can use him in the chip game, but things will work itself out if you watch Bosa. Baby Bosa, who is an animal. You got to check for Fred Warner when he blitzes, and Mufanga, right? The safety, the $10 cheapie, Troy Polamalu, who's pretty good. We'll get into it. But we got to monitor this situation because we got 5 days until the game kicks off. Now, let's look a little closer to Brock Purdy, and this is my first thoughts, right? Brock Purdy is undefeated. However, the game log is nothing crazy. Jalen Hurts gets talked about by everybody, right? We didn't beat a so-called playoff team. You know all the stuff that's said about the Eagles, but it gets thrown away when we talk about the Niners. They lost to the Bears, mobile quarterback. The Falcons, mobile quarterback. Jalen Hurts will be the most deadliest mobile quarterback, triple threat. Arm, legs, mind. We'll see. The 49ers team is good, but we saw the Cowboys pass rush rattle Purdy early. 2 playoff wins is 2 playoff wins, and he's undefeated besides that. But Jimmy G was winning at this rate too. Were y'all scared of Jimmy G? I don't think so. Who would you be more scared of, Jimmy G or Brock Purdy? Purdy offers more in a scrambling sense, but he's not a big runner of the football. He scrambles behind the pocket, creates time, and delivers. When you look at his passing chart, which we did in the live stream yesterday, he don't throw too many passes 10 yards down the field. It's all checkdowns to Kittle, McCaffrey, Debo, and rightfully so. They are the best team in the NFL at yards after the catch. Yards after the catch. Hold on 1 second, Pop. Quiet. Turn this down a little bit. Look, play with it. On yards after the catch. That being said, tackling got to be all-time important. That's what Dallas did. Their pursuit was good, their tackling was good, and their pass rush was good. I have no doubt that our pass rush is going to come to play. 70 sacks, lead the NFL. The last handful of games, we don't go a game without 4 or 5 sacks. That's like the minimum at this point. The pressure is all-time high, but the Eagles know that the ball's going to come out hot. It's going to come out fast, sometimes behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes 5 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. He's going to test the middle of the field. As you see, the big chunk right here of middle of the field. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 19 completions, and dang near 15 of them are inside 10 yards. Now, we do that too. We do, but we're not afraid to take our deep shots. That's the difference. Jonathan Gannon want to keep everything in front, and he does a good job doing that, but this team wants to play with everything in front, so you're going to have to make your adjustments. I'm just saying this. When I look at Purdy, I look at a game manager who does the necessary things to win. He's shifty in the back. He does avoid sacks. I got to see more. I got to see back-to-back games against a good team. And you could say, well, this is the best team the Eagles are going to face. That is true. And it's the same vice versa with the San Francisco 49ers. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous about what CMC could do in the open field. Kittle, Debo, even Ayuk at times. This is a very talented team. The rosters are comparable. You know, Eagles, probably top 3 offensive line. Niners, top 7 offensive line. When you look at the skill position, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, that's top 5 in the game. AJ, Devontae, Goddard, that's top 5 in the game. And Purdy has played as good as he needed to. Let's look at the game log a little closer, because I said it and I read my thoughts, but I didn't show you. My bad. Got a little confused when my son came upstairs. Now, the playoff games are good. You know, Seattle, 18 of 30 for 332, 3 touchdowns. This Dallas game, 19 completions, 214, 0 touchdowns because it was a dogfight because of that pass rush. But let's look. He dropped 33 on Miami, only threw the ball for 210. He dropped 35 on Tampa, only threw the ball for $185. He dropped 21, 217, 37, 234, 37, 284, 38, 178. You know what that means? They have the same power as the Eagle does to get up fast and just finish the game on the ground, like we did against the Giants. Jalen Hurts only threw for $156 because we ran for 260. Deep down, no matter how much we want to praise Purdy, Kyle Shanahan doesn't allow him to come out all the time throwing 35, 40 times. Look at the attempts. 21, 26, 22, 20, 29 here. Couple 30s, but Shanahan ultimately wants to run the ball. And one thing that is going to be power versus power is the Eagles love to run the ball in 11 personnel up the gut. The Niners are one of the best teams at stopping that, only allowing 3.2 yards per carry. Now, everybody's talking about the Eagles' run defense, 4.5, 4.6, blah, blah, blah. We've been better down the stretch, but Aiden, quiet for one more second, Pop. We've been better down the stretch, but the main thing is, how do the Niners like to run the ball? Outside zone and or in 21 personnel, heavy personnel. And if you go ahead and look at the advanced analytics there, the Eagles are very good at stopping the heavy personnel run, 21 personnel. We also allow only 3.2 yards per carry. So it's our strength versus their strength. Who's going to run the ball, their style of football, better in the most important game for both teams? Now, we could change it up. Outside zone running, this, that, and the third. And say, so can they. But what they like to do the majority of the year, what we like to do the majority of the year, has been what the other team can stop. Now, there's the passing game. There's different elements to it. But there's still a lot to unravel. I just want y'all to look at what Purdy has done in the 6-0 and 2-0 in the playoffs. And say, that's all him. That's all Purdy. Mr. Purdy. No, Jimmy G never got credit. I hear a lot of people slander Jimmy G's name. If you look at his wins in San Francisco, they're right up there with everybody else's. Well, with Purdy's. Can't say it. Purdy's still small sample size. 6 in the regular season, 2 in the postseason. Still 8-0 is 8-0. And I respect it. But y'all talking like it's Joe Burrow. Y'all talking like it's a guy who's going to sling the ball. They still want to run. The Eagles have to go into this game thinking that CMC, the screen game for Kittle, and the run game for Debo. The running from Debo and CMC, the screen game from Kittle, and more importantly, the 5-yard pass to CMC, the slant from Debo. That is what we got to go in stopping, not Brock Purdy slinging a rock all over this Eagles defense. And if the pass rush is as aggressive as it's been down the stretch, it's going to be hard for Mr. Purdy. We've seen it right here. 19 of 29, 214, 7.4 yards an average. Look, he averaged 11 yards per pass in Seattle when he was really slinging a rock. Dallas made him work. Use that tape. We got that D-line and more, and go out there and play Eagle brand of football. Look, make sure you enable YouTube Shorts. Make sure you enable it. I got the trash talking of BG to the San Francisco 49ers a couple years ago, but you got to hear BG in the Giants game. He was talking trash on Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, Dexter Lawrence from the start to the finish. From the start to the finish, and that's just who our D-line is. They don't just talk. They back it up. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. 11 minutes and 25 seconds. Drop the muscle emoji. I don't want y'all to get it twisted. This Niners team is good. I just don't like the elevation of Brock Purdy like this. Like this. He's good. But he's not invincible. He's still an undrafted rookie free agent in his rookie season, playing at the second biggest game of his life. And the Eagles' veteran defensive line got to go out and show him that the lights are bright. It's loud in Philly. Last week, Niners got to stay home, an extra day of prep as the Cowboys cross the country for them. Now we stay home with an extra day of prep as they cross the country to us. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. We're going to be talking about this matchup, different stuff all week long. We out.